Are you all rolling? All right. Well, welcome all of you here to the weekly briefing, and my welcome certainly extends to Mr. Evans, who's back with us. Ken Evans, thanks for being here, and many of you probably know Ken is going through some medical issues, and so we are thrilled to have him back at work and wish him well, and happy that he's able to come back and give us some guidance. So thank you all. And if you get a chance, say hi to Ken. Just don't shake hands with him. I told him he can't shake hands with anyone right now. That is not a joke. No, it's not even an attempt. Got a couple of things to cover. First off, we want to start off with our reminder of our annual Amnesty Day. Our Amnesty event is Child Support Amnesty Day. This event is offered to non-custodial parents who have an outstanding bench warrant for non-appearance in court for child support. The event will take place tomorrow, Friday, August 25th at the Atwater Center at 19th and Volusia. And it will run from 9 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. Non-custodial parents should bring in 2 months of their child support order or $500 per case, whichever is less. And then they will have their warrant lifted and receive a new court date. So I'm gonna ask a couple of folks that are here with us today to come up and give some more details if they can. And that is with us today, Kelly O'Malia and Julie Orr. And would you both like to come up and share, or one at a time, or however you want to do it? If you're with the courts, I'm not going to argue with you.
You can share.
Thank you. I just wanted to touch base for our Amnesty Day tomorrow. We've been running it since 2011. We had a very successful year last year. We were able to lift 54 warrants, which is wonderful. I'm hoping to lift more this year, just get more people out. I guess what I want to reassure people is that we will not arrest you when you come in. There will be no police officers there. It's been very successful. We've never had any problems, and we hope to see everyone there tomorrow. And then Julie has a few things.
Yes, I just kind of want to make sure people understand what's required for it. It is part of our outreach that we do as part of our office, and it basically gives people a chance to have a fresh start. So what they can do is they can come to Amnesty Day, which is at a neutral location, and that's at the Atwater Center, and we do that purposely, as Kelly was talking about, so they don't have to worry about any possibility of being arrested or anything. It's at a neutral location. What they need to do is they need to bring in 2 months of child support payments or $500. So there's a maximum of $500 per case. This is a bargain, so to speak, in that normally we ask for a lot more than that. This gives them a chance to come in, get a court date, start paying on their case. It's good because the money goes, it gets them straight with the court, and the money goes to the children of the state of Kansas, so it's a win-win for everybody. We're hoping that we'll have a good turnout, that a lot of bench warrants will be withdrawn, and when you do come, you will also leave with a warrant withdraw in your hands. So if people can come, it's at the Atwater Center, which is located at 2755 East 19th Street North. We're open between 9 and 6:30, and we also have an Amnesty Day hotline, which is 660-5825. We hope to have a good turnout and to see everybody there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both. We appreciate what you're doing, and adds to certainly our community in a number of ways. So we certainly appreciate it. Next, I'm going to queue up, if I knew what I was doing, this video. Do I just hit play? So I want to queue up this video, and then we'll talk about it briefly. So I think that is hopefully going to be commonplace. I just love what our park department is doing to activate our river corridor area. And soon, when River Vistas opens here next year, you're going to be able to rent these craft and get into the Arkansas River and enjoy it. But certainly love having partners like we have in our Parks Department, and with us today is Troy Houtman and Matt Martinez, who understand what it means to improve the quality of life in our community, and I'll turn it over to them to talk about what they have planned. So Troy and Matt, come on up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thanks. So we put the video on just to show how wonderful our river is. We have a great opportunity to really activate this river. And another thing that's going to be coming on this weekend is there's going to be an art sculpture that's going to be on the river that's going to be unveiled this coming Friday. So pretty excited about that as well. So these are all great things that we're working on, and we have some great partners. We have contractors that help us with these activities and programs. Next summer, it's going to be pretty exciting on the river. There's going to be a lot of boats on the river, a lot of different activities, and so this year we just wanted to explore, and with this video we had 45 watercrafts in this video, and a lot of folks volunteered their time to come out, and we wanted to showcase how beautiful it is. It was in the morning, bright and sunny, beautiful day. The water was calm, no winds. It's just a great place to hang out and have some good activity in the water. So I'm going to pass it on to Matt, and he's going to kind of tell you a little bit about some of the programs that we have this fall.
So we are very excited to introduce a new series of activities along the Arkansas River. Wichita Park and Recreation, along with our partners with SUP Wichita, is now offering sunrise and sunset tours. The first sunrise tour will take place this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Participants will take a leisurely float from Cowtown down to the boathouse using a stand-up paddle and a kayak. Afterwards, stick around for food and music. We still have some openings for this activity for Saturday morning, but we ask that people register by noon tomorrow to make sure they get in time for it. The sunrise and sunset tour requires registration for the event, and it costs $30 per person. Another thing that we're offering is floats along the Little Arkansas River with the Subs and Trucks activity. This first Subs and Trucks will take place Saturday as well from 1 to 4 p.m. No registration required, but availability will be on a first-come, first-served basis, and for the stand-up paddleboards and the kayaks. The fee to participate is $15 per hour and for the stand-up paddleboard, and $10 for the kayaks. Cash only, please. Obviously, we can only take cash there on the river. So these activities will be offered all through September. For more information and how to register for the upcoming sunrise and sunset tours, visit our website at wichita.gov/park and recreation. But we are both very excited about these events we got going on at the river.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Mayor Longwell. Appreciate it.
So that is outstanding stuff from Troy Houtman, our Parks Director, and Matt Martinez. Love what you both are doing. Love seeing what our city is becoming. And certainly I think it's exciting to see all of the activity that we have in these different parts of our city. It just certainly adds to the quality of life that we have in Wichita. So I want to invite here in just a minute some other folks to come up here. We have an annual event that we call Beyond Tolerance. And Wichita is blessed to have a group of pastors, 4 of which are with us today, that are passionate about champion issues relating to community unity and connectivity. Certainly it couldn't be more timely with what is happening all over the world. And I love their message. Wish we could get more communities to adopt this Beyond Tolerance movement. I think that the gentlemen are spot on. Each year, these pastors encourage local residents to tie white, brown, and black ribbons around trees in the city to raise awareness of the importance of diversity and unity. Beyond Tolerance works to advance the causes of racial harmony and community unity. So we will kick off this portion with Bishop Wade Moore and Sam Meiskens and invite you both up. And if you don't cover it to the full extent, we'll bring the rabbi up.
Thank you, Mayor.
It is good to have you
sir.
both.
Thank you. I am Bishop Wade Moore. I am one of the co-founders of the Beyond Tolerance movement. And this is Reverend Sam Meiskens, the other co-founder of it. And our mayor, Mayor Jeff Longwell, is the honorary chair for Beyond Tolerance. To give you a little history of Beyond Tolerance started on June 24th of 2015, and it was in response to the 9 people at a prayer meeting in Charleston, South Carolina, who were murdered. Myself, being an African-American pastor, and I was president of the Greater Wichita Ministerial League, I joined with Reverend Sam Meiskens, a European white pastor and president of Global Faith in Action, in response to a strong and urgent feeling to overcome hate with love. And we've heard that message since the Civil Rights Movement, that hate cannot drive out hate, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can drive out darkness. And so basically that is our message. During a 2015 organizational meeting, it was decided that the movement would be called Beyond Tolerance, because many in the city felt like we were just tolerating each other. And we really didn't know who each other were, what type of culture, what type of life they live, that we just tolerated each other. So we wanted to educate people and to get people to begin to build relationships that would move us beyond tolerance. And we would walk across the room, we would walk across the street, we would walk around in our cul-de-sac and just get to know who it is that lives in our neighborhoods and to move beyond just tolerating them. In the fall of 2015, the Beyond Tolerance movement expanded to community leadership. Public schools, private schools, universities, all provided permission for the students and their teachers to begin to hang black, white, and brown ribbons around trees. And we still continue that tradition today. We kicked it off here at City Hall with our mayor and city council members tying the black, white, and brown ribbons, signifying our diverse culture, diversity of races coming together as one in our city. And our mayor tied the first ribbon around the tree here at City Hall, and joined by city council members. And that has grown, and now it is becoming an annual event, and we want to do the annual tie-in of the ribbons real soon. Some of the things that we are working on is each year we have different events across the city. And Sam is going to talk to you about a couple of the dinners, and then I'll come back and finish up with the rest of it.
Yeah, well, how we get to know each other usually is over dinner, or eating together. That's a nice way of getting to know each other. So we've do 2 different types of dinners now. One of them is dinners in people's homes, and we call that the Beyond Tolerance Amazing Dinner Dialogue. And we have people, different groups at tables in people's homes all throughout the city. Well over 100 and so come to those dinners. Then we got the idea of, let's see if we can't do one in a large auditorium, a large event. And so we did that, and we call those Love Your Neighbor dinners. And we did one, Love Your Neighbor, with having immigrants, people who we need to welcome into our community who we don't know. We had 2 or 3 of them sitting at each table, along with people from Muslim, Christian, Jew, Baha'i, all different religious traditions and racial traditions, all of them coming together, sitting around the table. And we get to know each other better at a greater depth. So that's what our dinner dialogues are all about. And I also, in response to one of the things that the mayor said, that we wanted to see that this happened in other places, we are really thrilled that this, in a month and a half, at St. Mark's United Methodist Church here in Wichita, the Kansas-Nebraska United Methodist Conference is having a gathering here, and they have given us an hour and a half time to do a panel so that they can take that back to their cities throughout Nebraska and Kansas to share what it could be if they began a Beyond Tolerance movement.
That's fantastic.
Awesome.
Bishop, can you guys share the congregation, the church, and have your colleagues come up and share their congregations also?
Yes. So those are two of the dinners that we do. One of the things that we do also is the pulpit and congregation exchanges, to where we match, or we get black pastors, white pastors, Hispanic, Asian pastors to come together, and we pair up and we do pulpit exchanges to cross racial lines, religious lines, cultural lines, so that we get to know each other. And when we first did the pulpit exchange, Rabbi Michael Davis and myself exchanged pulpits, and I'll let him give his experience on that, and I'll come back and give mine.
Okay, unexpected, but it was an amazing experience for our Congregation Emmanuel, to have an opportunity to meet to worship with Bishop Moore's congregation, and to have their people come to ours. Our services were on Friday night, theirs was on Sunday morning, so there was no problem with that. We have slightly different ways of worshiping, and so it was an educational experience, I think, on all sides, but an amazing, wonderful, welcoming experience from which each person, I'm sure, left feeling joyous and closer to other people.
Awesome. Yes, it was very educational. I had never been to a Jewish temple, Jewish synagogue, for any type of worship or anything like that. And going over there, I'm thinking, how do I even preach? What do I say? How do I even, will I get an amen? And it was so different, but it was wonderful. And afterwards, seeing the people that had met for the first time sit down and to begin to talk to each other and to build relationships beyond that. Pastor, you participated in Pulpit Exchange?
Something similar. We do it at least 4 times a year, but we also do it every Sunday. We host a Wichita Refugee Congregation Church in our building at First Presbyterian Church at the corner of Central and Market. And one of the things that Wichita Refugee Congregation, they originally started out as a Congolese, but they've expanded and also have people from Burundi, from other parts of Africa, and our church provides children's church where the children are learning Bible lessons in English as the adults are worshiping in their predominant Swahili language. They have a pastor that comes once a month down from Canada who's engaged to one of the members of the Wichita Refugee Congregation. But we've also had potluck dinners with them, and we support once a year backpack, where we give backpacks and back to school supplies to all the refugees here in Wichita.
Pastor, share your name and where your church is at.
Reverend Brent Johnston, senior pastor at First Presbyterian Church here in Wichita, and we're really blessed. Our congregation is learning to move beyond tolerance to really acceptance and understanding that we have far more in common than we have in difference, and it's quite an education for us as well, and so we appreciate it, and we have come to appreciate the African cuisine as well.
Always that.
Awesome. As you can see, the Beyond Tolerance movement is a very diverse movement. And like the mayor stated, with the things that are going on across the nation, I believe that it's very important for us to show the world that we can live beyond tolerance, that we can interact with each other, we can love each other, respect each other, honor each other, and regard each other as human beings, especially here in the United States of America. That's what it's all about. And also, we are designing Beyond Tolerance yard signs for people to display in their yards. and our website is up and running. It's beyondtolerancewichita.org, beyondtolerancewichita.org. You can get all the information there. Also, what we're doing, we understand that music is a culture that really brings people together. You can go out and start singing on the streets if you can sing, and pretty soon you'll see a lot of people start gathering around. So music brings people together. So with Beyond Tolerance, what we're developing also is a young people's group made up of teenagers and millennials, 20-somethings that want to come together and sing different songs from their culture, and hopefully during the summer to have this teen group begin to travel across the nation with the Beyond Tolerance movement and music form. So we are asking for any young people that are interested, again, to contact us and let us know of your interest. And if you're interested in getting black, white, and brown ribbons to tie around your trees at school, home, business, please contact us there. Thank you, Mayor, for being a great spokesman for us and helping us out with this. Thank you.
Great stuff. So sincerely thank Bishop Moore and all of the pastors, the rabbi that were able to attend today. Awesome, awesome movement. 4 of the nicest individuals you'll ever want to meet in your life who deeply care about people, all people. Just would warn you, Bishop, that, I attend St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church, and our services don't last as long as you just talked. No, you all are awesome, and absolutely love the message and what you guys stand for and the work that you do, and would encourage more people to get involved, have a better understanding of this movement Beyond Tolerance, and encourage everyone to participate. So I would love to see it expand, and looking forward to more opportunities to work with you in the future. So at that point, we'll open it up for questions and see if anyone has anything they would like to ask. I think I've scared people because I spoke to the Rotary Club this past week, and I had to confess, since we're in this confession mode right now, Bishop, that I did warn people that, I'm not politically correct, and I think there probably are stupid questions, and then everyone was afraid to ask a question. But, all right. Well, thank you all for coming today, and thank you all for participating with us. We appreciate all the work that all of you do, and it means a lot. So we appreciate it.